Is this thing on? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA. Welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. We're glad you stopped by, and welcome to the family. If you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I don't know if you're part of the family because I won't see you. I won't know who you are. So you should subscribe if you want to. And in case you're unsure how, there's a little button right down there and it's red and it says subscribe. You just click on that and then you'll be a subscriber. And once it does change to subscribe instead of subscribe, if you hit that little bell right beside the word subscribed, it'll put little marks over the bell icon and that makes it where you'll get notified anytime I upload a new video. Once you finish that, I'd like to thank you again and then officially welcome you to the family and let you know that you're beautiful just the way you are. Even if you didn't subscribe, you're beautiful just the way you are, but it'd be really nice if you subscribed. Anyway, we are here today because of this. I know. Okay, but wait, first, let me explain. Listen, Linda! This bag does not contain all new makeup. Well, it does, but it is an accumulation of new makeup based on returned makeup. So you remember my holiday Ulta haul video that I did? If you don't, I will insert it right here so you can check it out. Everything that I had gotten in that video, all the MAC stuff I kept, but all the Bare Minerals stuff I returned. Now don't get me wrong, I never used it, I never opened it. I just wasn't that excited anymore about using the Bare Minerals stuff. Like, I don't know, I thought about it and there was just more stuff that I felt like I would get better use out of. I got all of that because A, it was discounted, and B, it all went together, like a set, kind of. And I felt like it was a good investment. But rather than getting like a themed investment, I thought it would be better to get like essentials, like odds and ends, that would finalize my collection in a way. I'm nowhere near finalized, but you get the idea. I needed to add more essentials to the collection. So I returned the Bare Minerals items, unopened, unused, and instead got other things. And these things are the things that we're going to look at today and that I'm going to use today. Now I didn't buy enough makeup for a full face, so I wanted to make this video full of first impressions. All makeup that I have not used yet that either is new or that I have had and haven't used. So this is going to be a very wide variety of items. They're either things that I just haven't gotten around to trying yet, or things that just haven't really grabbed my attention enough for me to want to try because I've had other things that could take the place of these things. Needless to say, that's changing today. That rhymed. And I'm pretty sure I have enough for a full face of makeup in products that I haven't tried yet, I think. We're gonna find out though. So if you would like to see the new items that I got and the existing items that I have that I haven't used yet that I'm going to use and what I think of them, keep on watching. And I just thought about this, but if you guys haven't noticed, my eyes are covered in glitter still, and it is like the third or fourth day from the last video I filmed, which had glitter in it. The video where Mark's daughter and I opened and played with our Christmas presents, that's the last video I'm talking about, which was like 3 days ago. But that was a lot of glitter. I packed a lot on. So what I bought today, really there's not gonna be too much that is like gonna create this look. Cause like I said, it's just kind of odds and ends, but it is stuff that I haven't tried yet. So I am excited about that. First thing I got is the Nars Radiant. Oh God. Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have tried a tiny little sample of this in my Glambot mystery bag reveal video, which I will put the card in right here if you want to go watch that video. But the little sample that I tried was not nearly enough to actually try. Now the Dior sample, that was enough to do like my whole face, but the sample of this was not. So I thought I'd get it and like really try it, because the tiny little bit that I did try, I did like. It seemed like it was a nice formula, but it was really hard to tell. So I thought I'd go ahead and get it. And I got the shade Light 2.5 Creme Brulee. That's like my favorite dessert, or one of my favorites. Ulta was also having a sale today for any 2 Anastasia brow products for $30. That was really, really good. So I tried to pick the most expensive ones I could find because why not? I don't know if they were or not though, but I got the Anastasia Brow Definer in medium brown, and I got the Nastasia Dipbrow Pomade in medium brown. And I'm excited to try these as well because I've never tried these. I've only tried the Brow Wiz. So I'm kind of excited to see how they all stack together and if I can make a beautiful brow, which would be very odd for me. Oh, I mean, this kind of just looks like a Brow Wiz, but with a thick pencil. Okay, cool. I also got the NYX white liquid liner, which this is exciting because I don't have any white liquid liner. I have this little metallic white liquid liner, but it's very not good to me. Maybe because I'm always trying to use it like it's a white and it's metallic, so it never ends up being white and I get very disappointed. But either way, it never serves my purpose, and I think this will. And I was really excited about this because Urban Decay has been one of my favorites for a long time. I got this Urban Decay Hex Ready 24/7 Travel Eye Pencil. It's all pencil eyeliners in travel size, and these are the shades Goddess, Starfire, Space Dust, Voodoo, and Perversion. It's weird, they put all the shades in bold on the back except for Perversion. I wonder why they didn't bold that one. This is cool though because I only have black and white eyeliners and a blue eyeliner actually. So I'm trying to build up my collection of both pencil and liquid eyeliners in different colors and shades so that I can create different looks and not have to improvise on creating those shades. Like waterline liner, using the white NYX Jumbo eye pencil with an eyeshadow, it works, but it's kind of painful sometimes, and I'd much rather just use a pencil liner. And that is all the new products that I got. So that gets us covered for brows, concealer, and every eyeliner product. So we still need pretty much everything for face except concealer and eyeshadow and mascara. Pretty much for all the face powders and the eyeshadow, I'm going to go into my NYX Beauty School Dropout palette. I have still yet to use this, and I've had it for a good month or two now. And I did have it in my makeup bag, but I ended up just using other things before it. So I really want to use this. I can knock out eyeshadow with this on this side, obviously, and we have face pants on this side. I don't know if this is a contour or an eyeshadow down here, but I was thinking maybe I could do bronzy here, and then of course blush here, and then I was thinking maybe contour here. We'll have to kind of find out as we go what it's gonna end up like, but I think this will be workable for the shades that I need. I believe it will be interesting at best. And when we get to the stage of finishing the eyes, I am gonna be using one of my MAC glitters. I don't have a new, but I do have a really old setting powder that I've never used on my channel. I think I used it a couple of times maybe before my channel. I don't even remember if I used it on myself actually, but it's a NYX HD Finishing Powder. NYX usually doesn't steer me wrong, so we're gonna try this and see what this turns out like. And for foundation, we have the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation in SPF 15 in the shade Neutral Beige. Okay, I've only got one primer that I don't think I've ever used before. I'm pretty sure I haven't used it. And it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This was also from my Glambot mystery bag unboxing. Unboxing? I called it unboxing, but now I feel like it should have been an unbagging. And yet again, from my Glambot mystery bag unboxing, I'm gonna be using my Gorgeous Cosmetics lashes. These I never used because, well, I mean, look at them. I was actually saving them for next Halloween, but these are literally the only lashes that I have not used, like that you haven't seen on me before. So I kind of have to go there now because it's the last choice. Oh, lipstick I'm gonna be using from the MAC gift set or travel set or whatever you want to call it that I got in my previous Ulta holiday haul video. And and I think I want to try and use my MAC lip glass I haven't had a chance to use this yet, and I'm really excited about it still. Like I never was gonna get unexcited about it. Oh, and there's also this Project Beauty Spray Set Go setting spray. I want to use that because I've never used it before. I'm really sad I don't have any translucent loose setting powder. I actually might also try this Benefit What's Up mini highlighter. I know there's a highlighter in this NYX palette, but this is also new, and why not incorporate something else? Because I already have like 30 items in front of me. So now I've got everything together. Now I can go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead before I start and apologize for the most scraggly, gross looking beard ever. I'm sorry that it's all there and grown. I just haven't shaved in 2 days because I wanted to try and spare my face from razor burn and just let it kind of take it easy. Take it easy, dude. But you get my drift. I wanted to kind of just let it chill and calm down and try to come back from razor burn for a couple of days. Now that I'm not working right now or going to school, I want to give my skin a break. I'm going to start out by going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I don't think I've tried this primer anyway. I don't really know how much to use though. My hands feel like very, I would say soft, but it feels more like greasy instead. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the foundation. I'm gonna use the Morphe S3 to apply the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. I know every time I've seen anyone put on cushion foundations, it's usually with the little, this kind. Cushion foundations are so weird, to me anyway. Like, why not just put them in a pump? Oh my gosh, that is like perfect. What? Oh wow. That is the perfect shade. Does it still look like it close up? It does. What? I've never had a foundation match that closely before. I don't think. No, I know. I have never had a foundation match that closely. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! That's rookie stuff. I used to do that all the time when I first started my channel. Oh man. I think I might have to deal with super light coverage. Because it's there, I can see it. It's a very nice wash of color over my skin, but like once I get to my beard, like it's color correcting above my beard, but once I get to my beard, it doesn't have very much coverage on the hair. Not like a normal liquid foundation normally does, or not what I normally see, but my beard is pretty long versus what it normally looks like. So because I can't give an accurate judgment of the foundation because my beard is longer than normal, I'm not going to be too hard on it, but currently I feel like it's not enough coverage for me. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Light 2.5. Now that the foundation was the perfect shade, I'm sure this is going to have to be way off to offset that perfectness. We'll find out. That's not bad on lightness. That's actually pretty nice. It's got a nice undertone and it goes with the foundation. It is not Shape Tape, that's for sure. But we'll see how it blends out, see how the coverage is. So far, so perfect. That's the best my under eyes have looked in a really long time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this NYX HD Finishing Powder and try to set my under eyes with it before they have a chance to crease. Oh my gosh, my brushes are dirty. Oh no. And since my normal brushes are dirty, I'm gonna have to do that with this big giant fluffy brush and just try to get in there really close and tightly. After I make sure there's no creases. Never ever set a crease. Ever, ever, ever. I think maybe I went a little hard with the powder, possibly. No, I did. I look very ghostly. Oh, yeah. Look very ghostly. Is that flashback? Well, let's let that warm up on my face a little bit and see if that becomes more translucent. In the meantime, let's do brows. Brows sound like fun. I'm gonna dip brow because I have the feeling I know how this pencil works already, but I've never tried this. This is the Nastasia Dipbrow. So I'm gonna take my Morphe S6 tapered angled flat brush and go into the dip brow. And I never really like working out of the jar with creams, because I know most creams like to function best on the back of your hand, but I'm gonna see how this one works first, just as is, and we'll see what happens. This is a very different kind of brow for me. Wow. But the top of that brow was the fastest and smoothest I've ever drawn on. Holy crap. I think what I like about it so much is that it is really workable in however you want it to be. Like you can make it feathery if you want to, or you can make it precise, like mine, like a block. You can have a block brow if you want. Okay, are they bold enough? Yep, they're bold enough. So I like the creamy wonderfulness of Dipbrow, but it's gonna take me some practice to get the hang of that stuff because it's different. It's very, very different than the pencils that I'm used to, for sure. Now I need to fix my brow with my Nars concealer and my Luxie 221 flat definer brush. So now I think I'm done with my brows. My face is feeling very flat. Very, very, very flat. I have no dimension and I've been flat-faced for too long. So it's time to bring some color back to my face. So I'm gonna go into the NYX Beauty School Dropout. So first, I'm gonna use this shade to try and bronze with, because I don't think it's quite a contour shade. I'm pretty sure it's a bronzy shade. And I'm gonna use my Morphe M106. Okay, let's see if this is gonna be a bronzer shade. Hey, I think that's a bronzer. Hey. That's kind of orangey, I guess a little. It's bronzy though. I can't tell if I like this shade as a bronzer or not. I mean, I think it's in the typical bronzy range. It just seems very orange to me. What do you guys think? Is it orange to you or is it just me? Like, I kind of want to feel some golden goddess type vibes. I know that's not in the season at all. Well, it could be. We're almost to New Year's, and even though New Year's is like sparkly silver, I could be like the sparkly gold version. Speaking of New Year's and changes to my channel, so far no one has recognized the secret word in the previous video that gets you a shout out. That means no one stayed till the end and watched. So I'm gonna give the shout out word right now in this moment, and the secret word is golden. So don't forget, leave me the word golden in the comment section of this video and you have a chance of being the next shout out in the next video. Golden. Okay, so now that my bronzer is done, I'm gonna take my Luxie 680 Pro Precision Face Brush and I'm gonna try to go into this deep brown shade right here and see if I can use that as a contour without destroying everything. You know, this works out though because I didn't have a new bronzer to show you guys. I've already used the only new bronzer that I had. You know, this kind of works out because I didn't have a new contour to show you guys. So instead, we're making it just a challenge with an eyeshadow, turning it into a contour. Do you guys see how warm that is? And I don't really have a way to cool it down. Okay, so now that the contour is applied, I'm gonna try and take my bronzer brush again and just try and blend the bronzer into the contour a little more cohesively. My beard is already like all the way showing through. I will say though that it is the most fun trying new products I've never tried before on camera randomly in front of you guys because I never know how it's gonna turn out, and then we end up with this here. We end up with these things like this happening this way. So it's thrilling. I thoroughly enjoy it. I really do. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe M104. I'm gonna go into the deeper brown blush. See, she's not too crazy. I like her. I'm glad she came to play. So I'm not living for this look, but we're gonna keep doing it. Let's get into eyes now. That could be fun. So for eyeshadows, I think I'm gonna go into this like ochre color right here on the bottom corner. It's like a very green brown, and use that as almost a transition slash all over lid shade. Now that I've put this soft ochre shade all over, I kind of kept it in the crease mostly, honestly, because my brow bone's still pretty highlighted, but it did help deepen it up a little bit, which is nice. It actually looks like I have dimension in my eye again. Now I'm gonna take my Luxie 229 tapered blending brush and go into this deeper, like, it's a warmer brown, I would say, but I'm gonna go into that shade and keep that in the crease as well, but condense down a little bit more so it doesn't fan out quite as much. Just deepen up the crease even more. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and this is kind of backwards from like how I would normally do it, but I'm just now noticing it. So I'm gonna take that shade that's as close to my skin color as I can see, and I'm gonna use my little Luxie 141 mini round brush and go into that shade that's close to my skin tone and put that everywhere on top, like on the upper part of my eye. I'll just show you where it goes. On the inner corner of my nose right here, and I'm gonna blend that up and around right underneath my brow. And now I'm gonna go back in with my M200, but I'm not gonna get any more pigment on the brush. And I'm just gonna blend the two shades together a little bit, kind of diffuse the edge some, just to make it seamless and pretty looking. And now I'm gonna go back in with the Luxie 229 brush with that darkest brown shade and just finish deepening up the crease. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other side off camera up to the point I was at. Now, I'm not doing a cut crease, just so you know beforehand. I am going to first take my Alamar Cosmetics, it's the 3 Ojitos round flat brush, and I'm gonna go into this sparkly, very orangey shade that's right here, that one. And I'm going to put that on the outer portion of my lid. Now I'm gonna take this like kind of bronzy shade that's right here. It's darker and it's got like some sparkle to it. It's almost like a dark gold. I'm gonna take that and put it on my outer V. Okay, so I just took a makeup wipe and wiped off any excess orange that I accidentally put on the outer V because I didn't want any there and I didn't mean to. But now, just to make it symmetrical, I'm gonna take off any excess shadow from this outer V as well. Now that I finished applying the dark gold shade, I'm going back in with my Luxie 229. This has the darkest shade that I've used on it. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that shade and just barely tap it on the outer edge of my eye just to blend those two shades in together. And I'm taking it up the crease just a little bit just to make it consistent. Okay, and now that the dark gold is blended into the dark brown in my crease, I'm gonna take my Morphe M124 and now go into the fun gold. This is like the gold, the shiny yellowy gold, and I'm gonna put that from right after my inner corner to the outer third of my eye to where it meets that dark gold. I'm actually gonna spray this brush with a little bit of Fix Plus and now go back into that shade and see what happens. It was a little more pigmented, nothing crazy though. It is not something that I would be okay with if it was gonna be the end result, but I know I'm putting a glitter over it and I know that this is just my base for a glitter, so that's why I'm okay with it right now. In the pan, it looked like it was gonna be really shimmery gold, like that pretty gold, but once you actually dig into it, it's not. So that kind of makes me question what the other shimmers are gonna be like in this. They might not be shimmery. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe M-E36 and Morphe M-416. It's a brow bone highlight brush and an inner corner highlight brush. And I'm gonna go into this like champagne-y shade here. And I'm gonna put that on my inner corner and on my brow bone and see how that works out. I'm hoping I can get at least a little bit of shimmer out of it. Okay, so that's pretty. I like that very much. Like inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight are what set off an eye look, and glitter, which we are on. We are moving on to glitter now. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Let's do glitter. Now I'm gonna use my Morphe M204 flat brush and take some glitter glue on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna stick some glue on and then put some glitter on it and see what happens. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll find out in the end how much glitter I'm gonna use. Oh my god. I just poured the glitter out. Why would they make the cap like that? Okay, well that's gonna be a problem in a moment. But for now, let's just put this glitter on my eye. You know what? I'm just gonna put glitter over everywhere that's gold. Now I'm gonna take the mini Luxie brush one more time into the darkest brown shade again, the same one that we used on the outer V, and I'm just gonna use that to smoke out my lower lash line and to tie the edge in. Okay, the brown shadow is applied. I really like that actually. I think it kind of brought it together. That means we're done with this little thing. I don't know how I feel about this for sure. I like it because it's so many things all together. Well, I mean, I did get a full face pretty much out of it. This is really tough. I'm gonna say approved. I like it. I do. It's not the best for color selection, but I only tried to make one look. I didn't try to go above and beyond, so it can have more range than what I used. It's keepable. I'm okay with that. Okay, so this is the Benefit What's Up highlighter, but it's like what's like watts, like electric. What's Up highlighter. I like it. These stick highlighters though always throw me for a loop because I really don't know how it's gonna be and I'm scared. Ooh, that actually blends in very nicely. Wow. Okay. Can you see the shimmer that it has? I hope you can. Here, let me add more. Just for testing purposes, you know? Can you see that? Ooh, I know I can. This highlighter is perfect for this look because it's like champagne-y. That's what it is. It's very champagne-y. And this look, I feel, calls for champagne-y or gold. What mascara have I never used? I think the only one I've never used on camera, and I could be wrong, but I think it's the Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. Oh man, I really don't want to put on lashes. This actually looks really pretty like this. Wow, that mascara, like, I really like that mascara. That's one of the first mascaras I've used that I looked at it after I put it on and noticed a difference and liked the difference. Why have I been sleeping on this? Huh. I'm gonna have to remember this and use it more often. That was surprising. Here we go with Gorgeous Cosmetics and these Madame Lash eyelashes. Oh my god, these are so big. I don't know that I've ever seen any lashes this big in person. You know, I feel like an idiot because I just realized that these lashes aren't called Madame Lash eyelashes. That's not like the style. They're actually called Morticia. That's the style of them. They are Madame Lash eyelashes. They're Gorgeous Cosmetics Madame Lash eyelashes in the style Morticia. Or we could call them Whoa. I feel like these lashes could be called Whoa. Now we get to break into the lipstick. So we're gonna use the shade Velvety Teddy. This is as close to gold as I think we're gonna get. This is my lip color. This is crazy. It doesn't look like I'm wearing anything. Okay, we got Velvet Teddy applied all over the lips. I really like that lip color because it's my lip color, but with a solid outline, I guess. I don't know. Now I'm gonna try the lip glass from MAC and see what that looks like. I don't really know how this works. I don't know if you're just supposed to apply it or use a brush or... Oh, well, it's one of those, so I'm assuming you're supposed to apply it. I'm just scared because what if my lipstick goes back inside here and it gets inside of it gross? Oh well, we're gonna go for it anyway. No, we're not. I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm putting this on the back of my hand. Whoa, that is like clear glue. I'm gonna use my Luxie 160 lip brush. Oh wow, it's so goopy. Huh. Okay, that lip glass is super intense. It literally does look like lip glass. I get why they named it that. That's really, really pretty though. And now, our very last step is our Project Beauty Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray. Wow, that comes out in a really hard stream. Whew, but it was refreshing. It smells kind of funny. It doesn't stink, it just smells funny. But this is the end of the video, guys. We have survived all the way to the end. What do you think of the look? I think my lashes are big, and I almost knocked over my camera when I was blinking so much. Not really, but God, they're big. Well, let's talk about this stuff. What all did we use? The Smashbox primer, I don't really know that I noticed any kind of difference with it. I feel like I'd have to like really pay attention and compare this to something to tell if I could tell a difference. But for now, I'd have to pass on this because I don't know that it did anything for me. The Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation, it could fit a certain need. It looks okay, and it built up with the other makeup, but it was very light coverage. I feel like if I didn't have a beard, it would have been okay. The shade match for this though, for me, this was perfect. I've never found a foundation that matched me as well as this one did. And just that in itself will probably make me reach for it again so that I can try it after I shave with a beard gone to see how I like the coverage like that, because if I don't have as much to cover up, then maybe I will enjoy the coverage more, but it was definitely more of a light to medium coverage. I don't think you could ever build it up to be a full coverage, but it was a nice finish. So I'm gonna say this is a yes. This is good. I like this for light coverage. If you have a lot of acne or a skin condition that you need covering, this is not good for you. I don't think it will work for you. If your skin is okay, if you have bigger pores than mine, which if you do, I'm sorry, I thought I had the biggest. But if you have bigger pores than mine, maybe not so much either. But if you have relatively decent skin or your skin's having a really good day, this could work for you, and you just want some light coverage, this could work for you even more. Next, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I am gonna keep it. I'm gonna use a little bit more at first use. The shade was nice, but I don't feel like it's thick enough. I don't feel like I get enough coverage out of it for a concealer. But like I said, I'm gonna have to use it with other foundations and just different scenarios to see kind of if it fits into my actual routine whenever I do a real routine, like full coverage foundation, and see how it blends with that and works with that. And then I'll let you know for sure again then. So for now, yes on this. I will say that I did enjoy it for this use. I just don't know if it's gonna fit every use, but yes for now. And then the Nastasia Dipbrow, I like it, but I'm gonna have to get used to it. Whenever I first started using it, I really liked how I could kind of feather it in, but then I went a little overboard and made a sharp line. So I realize now that it can be feathery or it can be bold, and you kind of have to work with it to distinguish which one you want. Now that I understand that, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. So I'm gonna give a yes to this as well, because I think it could be very good if I used it right. And then for the NYX HD Finishing Powder, I do not like it as much as I like my loose setting powder, because I'm so used to that and I love that. But it did fill my pores. I was really scared of it at first because it was so white and made me very ghostly. But once my body heat warmed up the powder, it took away all the white and it just kind of melted in nicely. So I'm gonna say yeah for this. I didn't think that it was gonna be okay for me, honestly, once I saw how it looked as soon as I put it on. But I like the way this all looks, and my under eyes aren't creasing, my pores are filled. Like, I like the way my face looks, and it had a little bit to do with this. So yes, the NYX Beauty School Dropout palette, the face palettes, these four, definite yes. The highlights over here, definite yes. The eyeshadows, I only used a few, so I can't really know for sure. The darker shades, I did like. The light shade, the gold shade I used, I didn't really like that one. It looked like it was gonna be shimmery based on the texture that I had on top, but then it wasn't, so that confused me a lot. But I'm gonna have to dig into some of the brighter colors in here and see what they're like. If it's anything like the blush was when I touched it, it was very vibrant. So based on that, I'm gonna say yes. And because I love the fact that you get almost a whole face worth of makeup in here. That's just such a cool thing to me, and the fact that it can be compacted so small and that you can carry it with you, not only for quality of use, but also for the design and the idea behind it. This is really, really neat. This is a cute concept. I like this a lot. The Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. This is the first mascara that I've used that I really enjoyed the difference that it made on my eyelashes. I couldn't believe that because I've had it in here before I started my channel, and I just slept on it, not thinking it was gonna be good, and I don't know why. I don't know why. So that was exciting to re-find this. So yes, for sure. The Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner, really, really like this. I can't wait to get into the other shades of these, because this one was like, it fit this theme, the white, gold, sparkly glitteriness. So the other shades are anything like this one, I know I'm gonna like those even more. So yes, for this as well. The MAC Gold Glitter, as long as you keep the lid on the glitter, it's beautiful, and it goes on the eyes beautifully as long as you don't go crazy overboard with it, and it looks beautiful still, and it's holding together. It's not creasing like some other glitters I've used. So yes, oh my god, Yes, I do really like this. Then the Gorgeous Cosmetics Madame Lash eyelashes in the style Morticia. These are just too big. For Halloween, sure. Maybe for a drag look, sure. But it's heavy on my eyelids. It doesn't really fit the look, I guess. To me, anyway. I wouldn't have gone for these for this look originally. They were just the only ones that I had left that hadn't been seen or used before. You might have seen them if you watched my Glambot mystery bag unboxing video, but I hadn't worn them yet. So, I don't know. I'm gonna pass on these. Then the MAC lip gloss. I really like this a lot. This is a very nice, thick, glass-like gloss. And I can't wait to be able to put it on top of eyeshadow to see what it makes the eyeshadow look like. I don't think this is eye safe, and if it's not, don't put it on top of eyeshadow.
Guys, it is not eye safe. So please don't put it on your eyes.
But I really like this stuff a lot. Then last but not least, Project Beauty Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray. It was setting spray. I liked it. The only real thing I could say about it is that it would have to take a little bit of time to test to see if it does make makeup last longer, but it did wet my face and then melt all the powder together nicely. So it did its job. It did what it was supposed to do. I lied, that wasn't last but not least. The MAC lipstick in the shade Velvet Teddy. This is a really nice shade of lipstick. I like this. Not only is the formula really creamy and it went on super smooth and pigmented with no patches at all, but it also worked really well with the gloss. The lipstick didn't run too crazy much into the paintbrush that I was using the gloss on, and it maintained its integrity while gloss was going on top of it, and it's still intact now. I really like that lipstick as well, and I'm excited to dip into the other ones. And not only for the lipstick, but also for the packaging that they all come in, because all of those individually and all of them together in the case are super cute, and I really like that. So guys, I think that is every product that was new that I haven't used before, all in one look. I hope that you had fun watching this video and hanging out with me. I know I did with you, and if you do want to see the next video I upload, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the little notification bell right beside subscribe so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like, you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's just at ChristopherJMUA. I made it super easy so it would be easy to remember. And if you've been here a long time, or if we have just met, always remember and never forget that you're beautiful. Bye. If you're still here, there's a little circle right in the middle of the screen, and if you click that circle, that's gonna let you subscribe to my channel. On either side of that circle, there are two boxes. One box is going to let you watch the previous video I uploaded, and the other box is going to let you see the video that's suggested for you based on your previous watch history. Go ahead and click on it.